Hey everyone, Macsen here. Welcome back to my Master of Orion Let's Play, playing on very hard difficulty with the Meklar Combine. Things are a bit tense at the moment. I recently wiped out the remaining human planets, so they are no longer in the game, as you can see up here, along with Immersion and the Alkari. But that means that the Bulrathi are no longer at war, and they're pretty powerful, and no doubt they're going to be looking for targets. And I'm sure our relations are going to continue to drop because we're voting against them in the council, we're spying on them. So it's only a matter of time before we're at war. In fact, I do want to go to war with them, but when I'm ready, and I'm probably not quite there yet. My production has been going up on my worlds, and I'm starting to get ships out again, but yeah, we're not quite strong enough maybe. So I've been trying to get them into a war here, and you can see that's about the best deal I could do. Basically against the Sakura. The Darlock is very similar. They won't declare war on the Terrans. That's just not going to do though. So this situation,
Walk with the
as I said,
wild
is a bit
spirits.
tense. They've got some pretty large fleets near to Sol Prime down here. They look as if they're moving back, luckily for me though. So I think in the time being, what I'm going to do is, well, build up for a start. So I might try and take on that dragon. What I could do actually is use that wormhole to come it through the exit point here, and maybe go after the Sakura and the Darlock. The Terrans and maybe they're pretty strong as well. What I really don't want, and it is potentially possible, is the Darlock and the Terrans I should say, and the Bulrathi going after me at the same time. That would not be a good situation. Right, I've got bits of movement left to do at the end of this turn. Let's get with it. So there's a pirate base there which I need to deal with. In fact, I definitely need some bombers moving into the right places. So that bomber there is going to come down here. And this world, I think there's a pirate base there, and I actually wouldn't mind colonizing it. It would prevent the Terrans coming up here. It would block off that system, and it would block off this route to get towards the Darlock should I wish. So I'm going to get no cruiser and bomber to come down there, I think. So let's try that. My fleet's pretty out of date now actually. I've got much better blueprints. So I'm of course saving up money currently. This fleet, I should probably get it back towards, well, towards the Bulrathi arguably, but well, that's debatable as well. Where's the nearest jump gate to? It's in the Pindama system. So I think I'm going to go there actually for my main fleet. Right, and what have we got left? This factory, I wouldn't mind having a jump gate here, but it's going to be a while before I'm making ships there, so I'm just going to bring it over in this direction, I think. Got 3 factories from memory, so yeah, I could do more over here. That civil transport can settle there on this huge planet, and it looks like I got morale issues now, so maybe it wasn't that necessary to do that turn. That cruiser can go there for the time being, and that's it for turn. Next turn. What tech am I researching? Can't remember. It's not actually showing up there. Oh, the microlight construction for the extra production. That's the main thing I'm going after there. Right, let's do the automated movement. 40 turn. Bulrathi haven't declared war, importantly. Right, I'm going to take a minute to update my build list. Okay, this is my build list for the turn. So I've got ships coming in 4 turns next. My science kind of dipped from its peak, but that's because I've been focusing on production for a while. It's going to come up a lot once I've finished getting my cap up, maybe quite a bit. Right, I've got a couple of factories that seemingly completed making something this turn. That can come over to there, is it? Yeah, well, I'm arguably bringing a factory over here. I could definitely do another one. That can... can't really... Well, could I put on sleep? Will it wake up if the pirate comes? I don't know. Let's try it. That cruiser, there's now a jump gate there. So bring that there. Space factory. Right, there's a big Bullrathly fleet there. I'm only one turn away from completing that station. I think I'm going to do it now. I don't believe there's any Bullrathly ships in my territory. I could be wrong. But let's lock them off from coming up here. Okay. So, if they can't come up this way, then they can't get to these worlds, can't colonize them, and they would have to go after me or the Terrans, more than likely. Guess they, well, they got a wormhole there, which they could get over to hit this part of the map. Not sure if the eye is capable of doing that, though. These I'm going to bring down here to that jump gate, I think. It's going to take a little while, and that's it for the turn. Next turn. Okay. Let's get the movement, auto movement done. There's a spy in Turstar. Right, so let's go and pay you a visit. Right, no info there, so it really shouldn't exit the espionage screen. It takes a long time going back to, well, clicking on that frequently because of that. Right, let's start the mission there. By the looks of it, Sahil 2 has completed assimilating all of the immersion population, which is great. It now means I have no need for the Alien Management Center, and you have to click on that, I believe, to actually select it. So let's scrap that, save myself some maintenance. I guess it all adds up. There's bits of movement left to do this turn. That's partial bit of the queue. This space factory finished. Let's get that to that gas giant. Okay. I've got one colony on the go on Sol Prime. I'm thinking my next colony is going to be Velen then. Let's just stop the Terran from coming up here. I want to colonize Waggy as well very quickly. And I'd rather get some advanced colony ships actually out, but they're very expensive, so not sure how easily I'm going to be able to do that. For now, I'm going to get that up though. This space factory can come down this direction to help out. It probably should have gone to jump gate actually with this. I basically forgot. That cruiser, let's take that to that jump gate. I should have done that before probably. And apart from that, let's end a turn. My money's actually really starting to build up now, so I think, have we got the tech this turn? Yeah, it looks like we have. Let's select this then. So we've got Zortrium armor. Definitely going to want to upgrade that. The Iron Pulse Beam. We've got modifications for an microlight construction, which reduces production costs in all colonies. Does that count for ships or just buildings and ships? So yeah, that's absolutely amazing actually. That sounds. Right, so I've got all of those to upgrade, which I'll be doing shortly.
Please select a new upgrade.
And let's figure out which tech I'm going for next. I'm going to head off towards the Planetary Stock Exchange as a victory condition. It's a way to win, so I think that's a good idea. There's also some pretty good things here as well. I'm going to have to make a decision what exactly I'm going after. So advanced military tactics. I definitely want to get towards that deep core mining. That's the last production thing on the tech tree. And there's also a spy mission thing there, which I'd like to pick up. So those are probably going to be the things I'm going after next. Right, let's do the automated movement. This turn. Okay. And I've got my build list to do. As you can see here, I've updated my blueprints this turn. It was just mainly adding on Zortrium armor to all of the designs. I've actually made a couple of changes though. My frigates are now going to be bombers rather than long-range attack ships. So I'm probably going to at some point make quite a lot of these, maybe 5, 10. Basically, they don't have an awful lot of bombs on them, but they have augmented engines, so they can get to where they need to go very quickly should I need them to get there quickly. That old bomber design I had, I'm probably going to use this blueprint for something else at some point, but I don't know what yet exactly. I do have something in mind later on, but I haven't got the tech for it. Right, what else have I got to do? I've got bits of movement left. Production wise, you can see the effects of that 25% bonus to production. Everything on here is basically a lot cheaper to make, so I'm going to be able to get out things a lot more quickly. Huge tech. Right, I've got a colony ship completed on Sol Prime, so I'm going to get that over to here temporarily. What's that as well? I'm going to move that to here next turn. And what else? I've got a cruiser and a bomber. It's a real pain that you can't... Yeah, there's pirates here. It's a real pain that you can't upgrade off the jump gates, because I'd actually quite like to see how much it's going to cost me to upgrade certain things, but yeah, my ships aren't in the right places currently. So I think the plan now is going to be pay the dragon a visit. Just while I build up, I might as well take it out. Yeah, I definitely want to see if my fleet can take it out at this point as well. I should be able to. Those planets are good, even though it is, well, it is very late into the game arguably, but wouldn't mind being able to colonize them still. And then hopefully I'll be able to go after the Bullrathi after having taken out the dragon. But we'll see. Right, so we've discovered the charts. Let's do the automated movement this turn. And that... Right, so that acquired data on Keltsea Prime, was it? It's a level 1. Brilliant. I'm going to update my build list. I've started on another battleship this turn, so who knows, I may even have to get a ton of star bases built quite soon because, yeah, quite a few new ships are on the go. My Dragon Arc point defense ship was completed this turn, so it's there. That's going to be hopefully useful against the Space Dragon, but there may be a bug with MIRV missiles, so we'll see, I guess. Right, this colony ship, let's bring that over to there. What else is there? That Dragon Arc can go to there. Space Factory, I guess there is a route coming in here, so I'll make the outpost there. My main fleets, this looks like, can take a trip over to that jump gate. I don't think their engines, well, they're one off the best engine type, so it would have been nice to upgrade them before moving them, but not even sure I've got enough money to actually upgrade them all. That can make a military station over, or outpost over there, and they can, what's that? That's a Bullrathi Scout. They can go on there. Now I could bomb that this turn. Question is, do I want the population going to Thraxar Prime? Actually, yeah, the Terrans may want to come up here and colonize as well, so I think I should leave the pirates there for the time being, wait for the colony ship to get around. Okay, next turn. That one I can bomb next turn. I'm not sure where the population would go to. Probably one of those, which I'm okay with. There is a chance of getting money, of course. Right, spy on Orion Prime. Completed the early mission. Pollution on Sahil. Right, that's going up. Set the pop cap, that's why I'm making a colony ship there quickly, and then we'll get back to terraforming, which will lower it. Let's do the automated movement this turn, and I probably should bomb this just so I remember now. Okay.
Your crew descends
Population
to investigate the
Dharma,
remains.
that's brilliant actually. It's basically where I would have wanted it. On my only huge planet at the moment. Right, I've got my build list to update as usual. This espionage training facility, which I completed recently, which is supposed to enable faster training of spies, doesn't seem to be working all that well. If we take a look in the espionage, it's taken 16 turns, so I'm not sure how many turns were knocked off that. 1, 2 maybe? I sent a new spy that was recently recruited. It's en route to the Lupus system, I think, down there. I've updated the build list this turn, checked the diplomacy screens. The Bulrathi actually have acquired quite a decent tech, but they want an absolute fortune for it, so I can't trade for it as a growth bonus, which I'm a while away from picking up myself. The tech is 7 ahead, but they only have a couple of multi-choice techs that I actually don't have, and only one of them's decent. That factory has done what it needed to do down here, I guess, so I'm going to bring it over there. Something I've noticed, the Sakura are actually bringing a fleet up here. They must be going after the pirates base there, which is pretty odd. They're supposed to be at war with the Darlock. They should be paying them more attention. So they're going to get into the system soon. I might as well actually bomb this now, then I think I'm out of time really. So let's bomb that. Wow, it took a lot of bombs to kill them.
Your crew descends to investigate the remains of the pirate enclave.
Shahim system. So I went there instead of there. That's odd. Luckily it hasn't hit the pop cap. And you can see it's actually a Meklar population. So I'm going to stick that there. Right. Tiny bit of movement left. Ton of troop transports and cruisers. They can make the journey up there. And is there anything I'm forgetting this turn? Who knows? Probably. I think it got... yeah, I think it's okay. Right, let's end turn.
We share many secrets, you and I. Why not share more?
Right, he wants me to go to the War of the Sakura still. I don't need that, I've got a better computer. He'd actually pay me a heck of a lot. But the Sakura have just arrived a big fleet, so that kind of puts me off. Certainly I don't have anything else in the area that can take that on. Right, let's decline. Oh.
We find your lack of faith disturbing.
I'm not going to be able to repair those relations easily. Right, we actually just acquired an optronic computer off the Bulrathi, it would seem, not the tech I wanted. Yeah, it doesn't seem that you can actually steal full techs, it's just the optional techs, it would seem. So, not sure I'm going to keep these on steal, since there's not too much to steal at the moment. Why is that there? Did it get deported or something? Don't know. Right, let's do the automated movement, threatening fleets, dragon of course, pollution there, fine. Right, I just completed a colony ship. Right, I'm going to update my build list and my spies. This turn I've slightly altered my espionage strategy. I've actually decided to send one to the Sakura. They have a couple of techs that I might want to steal. Nothing special, but yeah, I'm going to send one guy there. I've got a couple of guys stealing off the Bulrathi, but they only actually have one tech to steal. I've decided to move one guy who I can't remember where he was, but he's moving off to a distant planet. I think it's that one down there. And I'm also going to basically start to try and revolt their planets now. So I probably should have the spies as far away from me as possible, trying to revolt these ones, I think, because hopefully I'll be able to take the nearer ones. That's going to be my strategy there, though. So build list, I've actually got my third battleship being built on Kochba 2. That world actually doesn't have a moon, but I did put the elevator on it because it's got such high production. Right, so got a colony ship there. Hopefully the Sakura will move back down from whence they came rather than attack my ships, but yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to do actually. They don't particularly like us, but yeah. Don't think we've actually got a non-aggression with them. I'm pretty sure we haven't, in fact. They're the only ones we don't have a non-aggression with. Yeah, so even though I am a bit worried about the Bulrathi, because we've got a non-aggression, it doesn't seem they're actually going for us. Well, I can't see their fleets down here anymore, so they've moved off somewhere. Who knows where, though. What ship was that? Ooh, wow. They've actually got a battleship. That is nowhere near as good as my designs, though. My blueprints... I've got 3 of these coming in, so mine certainly look a lot more powerful than theirs. Right, what was the ship I was moving? The Dragon Arcs. Let's get that down to there. It's going to take a couple of turns, even though it's got the best engines. That cruiser was made recently as well. I shall also move that down there in a second. Cruiser and bomber. That's the nearest jump gate, I guess, so I'm going to move that to there. I've got another colony ship that's been made recently. I probably want to get it to this system. It's actually going to take me a while though. Don't have a jump gate over there. Right. Still haven't started making an advanced factory, but sure it will start. The main aim now is getting my fleet up to take on the Bulrathi. We're actually behind still on the conquest score, but a lot of it may be down to their colonies, who knows. Right, so, end of turn. Didn't have movement left with those this turn, I hope I didn't. Gonna move them back to one of these planets to upgrade now, or maybe on the station actually. Oh, actually done a move on this. Wow. I haven't seen a turn where there was nothing completed for freaking I don't know how long. Right, so let's get... Yeah, there really needs to be something so you don't have to do this. Let's move those to there. And then check out how much it's going to be to upgrade, I guess. Troop transports. I do actually arguably need the antimatter drive on these. Don't want to pay for the armor particularly though. Oh wow, look how much money my fleet's going to cost to upgrade. That's pretty freaking expensive. Right. Forget the... I don't want the mini bombers yet. Destroyers are actually incredibly expensive as well. 8-8. I probably will start to upgrade a bit, but yeah, I'm not going to spend all my money, obviously. Well, not obviously, but right, the Sakura have gone over there, good. That means I can get the colony ship down there and colonize that in a second. There's no point in me upgrading yet, then I'm going to wait a tiny bit. Once I do upgrade, actually, well, my score will go up in comparison with the Bulrathi, which will be good. But I'll upgrade, yeah, I could maybe get a tech that will allow me to upgrade to even better class of ships, so there's, yeah, no reason to upgrade. I've got that coming in. Right, it looks as if, I've no idea how many ships I got here, but I should have enough to take out that dragon surely now. And those as well. So next turn I'll bring those to there, then I'll upgrade as much as I can. Then we'll take on the dragon, move back to the jump gate. move back down here to take on the Bullrathi. That's probably what's going to happen, the plan. Right, I've done all of the auto movement. I'm going to update the build list. As you can see here, the Bullrathi have picked up a really good tech, the Mega Fluxes, very recently. It gives an extra 15% to ship space. Sadly, they do not want to trade it, at least not for anything I can remotely afford. They still won't declare war on anyone,
Walk with the wild
so that
spirits.
situation just isn't changing. I did a tiny bit of my movement just to bring stuff up here mainly, and this is the current state of the build list. Actually get my first battleship in next turn. The movement left, I've actually got the colony ship down here now then, so this world absolutely sucks, but yeah, strategically is well placed, so I am going to actually colonize that now. Okay, roll the colonization video. This planet is actually extreme gravity, so I kind of need to buy the whatchamacalls it here, gravity generator thingamajigamy, if I can find it. I don't really want to buy it though at the moment because kind of need the money, don't I? It's 960. I think well, let's stick that in the list. I'll definitely buy that, and I might buy the other one next turn. It's a bit cheaper these days. This population hasn't been assimilated, even though it's Meklar. I actually built this on a planet that they weren't Meklar. I can't remember. Oh, it was Sol Prime. I think I built it, which is all human. But as you can see, you get the Meklar population when you build colony ships. It's not the case when you make the civil transports, though. Well, not always. Right. So this cruiser, I'm gonna bring to there. And the bomber, well, unless there's more pirates down here, I don't really need it over here, so I'm going to bring that back there. That's smooth for the turn. I've done all of the movement, but I think I'm actually going to start to upgrade this fleet. This cruiser's a new cruiser. So, right, let's upgrade this then. I'll do the cheap stuff, I think, first of all. So I'm going to do the troop transport. That's 260. The frigates, they have weapons, but maybe I do actually want the faster engines with them, and really they're not going to help all that much anyway, are they? So let's turn them into mini bombers. Destroyer, there's 3 cruiser Mark 5s. That will cost me 4 grand to upgrade. I think they're the most out of date. There's that cruiser there which I could upgrade. Let's do that. There's another troop transport there. That cruiser, wow, it's like 900. What else can I do there? I think I'll do that cruiser. I'll do that cruiser. And the others are going to have to wait, basically. Right, so I won't be quite as fast as I'd like, but actually it's not going to matter. It's quick to get up there anyway. Right, let's end a turn. We should get a battleship now. Hope that Starbase Flynn doesn't cause problems with it, but we'll find out in a second. Right, so we were deported trying to steal. That's a real pain because they got a couple of really good techs now. And that looks like a fully functioning battleship to me.